These two fighters are waiting for you. If you are ready for the main event of Cage Titans 60, and for these two warriors to throw down for you, then Plymouth, Massachusetts! Let them hear you! Let's go! 3 rounds, 5 minutes apiece for this Cage Titans 60 main event. Introducing to you first, in the red corner, sporting a professional mixed martial arts record of 11 victories and 19 defeats. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, and he weighed in at 145 pounds. From Brockton, Massachusetts, he's representing Citadel. Make some noise for Lionel Boogz! And now, introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, holding a professional mixed martial arts record of 10 victories and 7 defeats. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, and he weighed in at 144 pounds. From Lowell, Massachusetts, he's representing Lozon MMA. Make some noise for Jay the Joker Perrin!
All right, gentlemen, you got the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. Touch him now if you want.
Man, and that is an intro. Indy always delivers. Let's go. They're both chirping each other across the cage the whole time. Mainly Boogz, but I love it. Blowing kisses.
These guys are intense in there. Jay Perrin, cool as can be. Got tigers on his black trunks with the red stripes. Boogz in the black Muay Thai trunks with the little red bloodstain looking things. Wicked Muay Thai.
I'm really liking Lionel's poise right now. He looks very calm, and sometimes he gets jittery, so I'm liking it. I'm liking this. He looks focused.
He does look very calm, cool, collected here. Long jab.
Landing big power from the start, but in the clinch, where it's not where he wants to be against Jay.
Perrin doubled up with the jab to get inside, landed some strikes, and now finds himself with the clinch.
Yep.
Advantage.
Jay trying to get to that head pressure, digging some knees to the legs, soften him up.
Lionel's very strong, but this is Jay's bread and butter, and he has won fights against very powerful opposition, such as myself and Johnny Cupcakes from here. So Lionel did a good job pivoting to the outside, but Jay is back on the outside, and that's not where Lionel wants to be for this.
Yeah, it's going to be a constant battle of shifting back and forth. Who's on the cage, who's not.
That smothering style.
I think it might be tough, though, if Jay level changes for a takedown, where Boogz is so strong and he can deliver some deadly elbows like he has in the past. So Jay's got to be very intelligent about how he gets this fight to the ground if that's what he wants.
That is Jay's greatest strength, though, is he is very tactical and tricky and crafty. I think it's to his advantage that they're here. Whereas Lionel's very powerful, but his wrestling acumen is not as strong as Jay's. So I would like to see Lionel try to land some strikes or do something to change this dynamic.
This little inside elbow from Lionel.
Good little body shots from Jay right there.
The other thing is Jay is happy to use this, keeping him against the cage, to wear him out and then score a big takedown to steal the round. Again, a veteran of the game, Jay is most dangerous in my mind as his ability to mix things up and to be very tactical and not just fighting the fight, but winning the game.
Good little uppercut from Lionel there.
Nice duck under
to the back here.
Nice takedown from Jay Perrin, finding himself.
That was a smart economic takedown. That's exactly what I was kind of talking about, where he's not level changing, getting them elbows there.
And he looks like he's trying to lace the legs Khabib style. Lionel looking for a choke?
Lionel is, but Lionel needs to put a hand on the ground. If he doesn't have a hand on the ground, then there's no base to do anything with.
Jay Perrin creeping up and around. Look at that. Great job taking the back.
Yeah,
and this is also Jay's bread and butter. A lot of rear naked choke finishes in his own right.
Both guys composed here.
Jay might be sinking that in. He's inching closer.
Yeah, he's working his way in.
Lionel doing a good job of hand fighting thus far, but
at Citadel, we often do practice using the cage when someone's on the back to keep them immobilized and then spin into them. So hopefully he'll be able to thwart the choke, but Jay is getting in there right now.
Even if it's on the chin, that's going to be a bad time for Lionel Young.
Yeah, especially
Jay,
if he gets that short choke grip.
For sure.
Lionel has long limbs, but also a long neck, so that is a threat in these positions.
Jay's still threatening the choke from that arm there.
Very content to stay in this position. Can't take any damage, and you're in utmost control and inches away from the finish at any sign of a mistake from your opponent. Jay Perrin, very content to be here right now.
He might have just adjusted that arm a little bit better underneath the chin here.
That might be sinking up closer and closer to a finish there.
Yeah, he's got the short choke grip here.
And then he switched his head to the other side. Good job from Lionel. Staying persistent and escaping now, but now Jay Perrin's got
it's worse too because he's further from the cage, so he's able to extend.
Now Lionel's got his chin tucked, it seems, but still not a good spot for him. Broke the grip again. Great job from Lionel, staying.
With 10 seconds left, it looks like he will survive this round, but that is one round down in Jay's favor.
No question about it. Lionel Young jumps up and walks right to his corner. A little frustrated there. Definitely knows he lost a round, man.
Yeah, great round for Jay.
Eric Grossman and Javi in the corner for him. Look at the flow on Randy Costa nowadays.
Thing's a mop, huh?
Jay Perrin very content with his work there. Johnny Cupcakes, what are you seeing in there?
The story of the clinch is underhooks and head positioning, and right now Jay is just ahead of the game. Lionel's got to create space. He's got to make Jay run into some sharp stuff on his way in. That's his only chance, really. Great scrap, though, that's for sure.
100%. I think Boogz, like Johnny said, would be best to keep that range, land some rangy strikes, avoid any clinch. Jay has let it be known that Lionel is the first person on his New England MMA hit list.
He's got a list?
I guess so. I haven't seen it.
Well, I know he doesn't want to make a habit of fighting on the local scene too long, but so far so good in his first round back. Nice leg kick from Jay Perrin. Boogz trying to return with a nice low kick of his own. Real nice kicks from Lionel.
Yeah.
Nice hands from Perrin.
Yep, good combination punch to initiate a takedown.
Another very economic takedown from Jay Perrin.
Ooh, shoulder pressure right into that cage is no bueno.
Don't look like much, but I'll put you there. You won't like it. Not fun at all.
Boogz in his own corner, though, getting some good advice.
Lionel's still hanging on to the neck. I'm curious where that's headed, if anywhere. He has very long arms, and his crafty and sometimes is able to land chokes at that, but Jay swims out, gets a body lock with head control.
And I like how Jay's not rushing to posture up and rain down anything. He's very content to just inch his way into more advantageous positions, keep ahead on the scorecard, and fight smart. Because Lionel only needs an inch of space to really change the momentum of this fight and score a big shot should they stand up. So great work from Jay Perrin, finding the back again after a nice early takedown in round 2.
Yeah, he mixed that takedown in with the striking seamlessly and is able to keep this where he wants it. And again, he's very tactical. He will try to get a choke if he can, but if he can't, he's happy to just win the game. Never expending more energy than he needs, but staying consistent with his attacks and his threats, both with the strikes and going for that rear naked choke.
Good work from Boogz, constantly fighting hands, not letting any choke get any deeper than it needs to be.
That being said, it's not a place that Lionel can afford to hang out because, again, losing on the scorecards, but wasting energy and getting ever closer to one of these chokes sinking in for the finish. And so he needs to create an opportunity on the Zoom side.
And you can just kill so much time on the clock when you have this position. It's so tough to escape, and you have someone like Jay Perrin who is just a little wet blanket on you once he gets the back. You need to show urgency to get out of that if you want to score some points and try to win a round, let alone the fight.
Jay mixed in some diverse strikes there with the heels to the ribs.
The other thing is easier, not useful now in hindsight, but an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. It is so hard to get out of these positions, and it would make sense to. Jay's like a boa constrictor. I feel like he ended up here step by step gradually, whereas I would have liked to have seen more urgency from Lionel earlier.
Definitely a systematic approach he took here. Jay and Boogz are talking here.
That might be under the chin right there, but Boogz looking like he's smiling. Jay trying to catch the grip, but Boogz doing a great job hand fighting. He's just staying just out of dodge, no matter how relentless Jay is with the attack.
That being said, it's going to be 2-0, and Jay is sometimes the hardest to stop from taking you down when you're behind, because then Jay is going to rip shots at you, knowing that you've got to rush in, and that's when he gets his takedowns. Although he's looking to have trapped Lionel's arm, which makes the threat of the choke all the more deadly.
Lionel sneaks it back out. Just a constant battle of trying to keep threatening that choke, switching to seatbelt grips. Okay, Lionel doing a good job getting off that.
Big reversal.
Now he's on top.
25 seconds of which to work, and like I said, all it takes is a little moment for Lionel to really change momentum. And look at that choke.
Wow, that's in deep, but Jay pummels an arm in.
Great job by Jay fighting that grip last second, because that was a pretty deep attempt. Now Lionel trying for the arch guillotine.
Wow, what an explosive end to that round for Lionel.
Showing that Lionel has persevered way tougher. He's got perseverance to make it out of some deep doo-doo in a round to come back and score some major points. I don't think enough to win the round by any stretch of the imagination. Definitely went down 2 rounds thus far, is Lionel, but showing that he still has enough in the tank to make things very interesting. All he needs is a moment.
Lionel is so dangerous, and I think in this 3rd round he needs to attack with urgency and create those danger moments ASAP and constantly without any pause, because the slow game favors Perrin as it has thus far. And Lionel's only chance of victory is if he really puts that pressure on and makes something happen.
He's got a great team right there, going to tell him these adjustments, and man, I think we're going to see the best Lionel right here in round 3. He's fired up after a big ending to that round 2. He's jumping, he's bouncing. But Jay also had the one and only Joe Lozon come in there for that last little bit of advice as well. Let's see what these guys do for round 3.
And they're off. Let's see what happens.
Oh, nice right hand from Jay. Nice left hook from Boogz off the kick.
Ooh, Boogz takes his back here.
His corner is calling for those knees. I think that the more Boogz strikes, the better, because in a pure grappling setting, though Boogz is physically stronger, Jay knows exactly what he's doing and is too slick. But that knee grazes the head of Perrin, and this is definitely getting interesting.
Yep, I like the body lock that he's keeping. I like what he was doing before, weighing Jay down, making him carry his weight. Big knees to the quad.
Lionel is so physically overpowering.
Nice job by Jay.
But Jay gets those underhooks in, double underhooks with head control.
That smothering pressure that he provides. Able to get the underhook and make a successful
Lionel needs to make something happen now. With the elbow, that was a good idea. But can't be here. He's got to go for broke as he has started. But this is, if he hangs out here too long, that's just the whole fight.
No doubt.
Jay right in his corner now. Chris Curtis giving him some shouts.
Jay just pitching a shutout with this position, taking the back and holding on to it for the entirety of the fight, it seems.
Looking to trap an arm maybe of Boogz.
Lionel's corner is calling for Lionel to get into some action here, because I think that the slow, methodical attempt isn't going to work out, but his explosiveness has proven successful previously, and he needs to employ that
Halfway through the
sooner
round.
rather than later, as he does.
Lionel with the big reversal with 2.5 minutes of which to work, and he finds himself in top control.
Things just got very interesting. Big shot from Boogz.
Lionel Young trying to take the back on his own, and Jay Perrin, great job at the last second getting that hip cleared.
Lionel needs to break away rather than hang on here, because Jay will likely reverse it again.
I agree.
Although Boogz still holding on, trying to make Jay Perrin go for a ride here. Nice elbows from Jay.
Crafty.
If he had done this earlier, that would have been viable and he could have won some rounds. But right now, it's all or nothing on the finish. His corner is calling for more strikes.
He's got to separate and throw some bombs.
He absolutely does. Easier. I've been here too against Jay, and it's hard. He's really good at hypnotizing you into the pace that he wants.
100%.
But also having the hindsight of having seen this and, you know, trained with me, and during that, I would really like to see Lionel employ more urgency right now, because he's created better opportunities than any of Jay's recent opposition in terms of making a threat to the finish. And I think that opportunity may be lost if we continue at this pace. Nice knee from Jay.
That was close to being deadly.
1 minute left in this main event matchup at featherweight. Jay Perrin looking to knee the legs here. Just a completely dominant performance from him through 3 rounds. Lionel having his moments in between, but Jay jumping up a weight class, making his return. And
well, I didn't like the way that foot just landed for Boogz. But he seems all right.
I missed it. I got his pillar in the way. But Jay finishing the round on top, getting that mount.
Way to put your hips in here too for Jay.
Jay making one more attempt to take the neck here. 15 seconds left in Cage Titan 60. Jay Perrin about to ride his way to a unanimous decision victory, or so it should seem.
Jay giving the thumbs up at the end here, smiling. Boogz throwing some elbows, and that's all she wrote.
And what a fight it was. Jay Perrin nullifying the attacks of Lionel Boogz Young through 3 rounds. Should be a clear-cut 30-27 for Jay Perrin. But look at these guys, still chirping, all respect. They know that these guys are dangerous opponents.
Boogz trying to get the last laugh here.
He wants the rematch. But, yeah, all respect at the end. Fierce competitors, been around a long time. I'm sure we got a couple of replays queuing up. I'm going to go get the judges' scorecards and queue it up. But tee this last fight up, gentlemen. Ken Moore and Andrew Valdina.
Well, Jay is back, and he's doing what Jay does best, mixing it up. And he is so strategic and methodical. And he goes for the finish, but if he can't get it, he's happy to just stay way, way ahead of his opponent. And he comes in with a very clear victory here.
Yeah, you're looking at 9 minutes of control time for Jay. I think it was a smart game plan, knowing that he probably had, obviously had the grappling advantage here. He stayed away from those long-range strikes that Boogz has so many, victories over with. So, again, great fight IQ for Jay Perrin. And, hats off to Boogz for fending off all those chokes the entire time, though. He definitely didn't get finished. And, both guys put on a good show for a main event here.
Absolutely.
Way to cap off a great card at Cage Titan 60. Both always entertaining, still giving shouts out to the crowds.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep the noise going for these 2 main event warriors. After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. With scores of 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27. We have your winner by unanimous decision, Shay the Joker Perrin.
Jay getting a nod from the judge. And he gets his 11th professional victory. In front of the crowd. It's performed so many times.
Tavern on the Wharf official after party starting now. All right.
Yes. All right. I'm here with Jay the Joker Perrin. We're going to get her in here. Don't worry, man. Obviously, I said it leading up to this fight. It's kind of bittersweet having you back at Cage Titans. But you know what? You said the king has returned. There you go, man. Stage is yours. What does it mean?
You know what? I wanted to display my striking a little bit more. I know Boogz is a tough guy. He threw some really good leg kicks at me in the second round. That was really good. It just ended up that way. We were both coming at each other, and we both ended up on the ground. But it feels good to be back, baby. I got one thing to say. Arthur! I'm sorry I couldn't get a knockout, buddy. And I'm so sorry that I couldn't be there to catch you when you fell, man. And, guys, if you learn anything from this, please, I don't care if you like me or you don't, if you're a fan or you're not, if you need help, please call me. Call me, call somebody, please. I can't keep burying my friends. Please. Call somebody and I will help you, I promise. Arthur, this one was for you. It's for my daughter. I'm having a baby in December. I couldn't feel more blessed to have that. I'm going to take a little bit of time. I'll be back next year. I need to regroup, get my weight down so I can fight some chump who has my belt that he took from me that I never lost. So I'll be back to crash the party next year.
There you have it. The Joker King has returned. Make some noise for Joe, the Joker Perrin. Once again, Tavern on the Wharf, the official after party, September 23rd, Cage Titan 61.